I've been making content for a long time. I've been posting to this channel for 9 months, but I've been trying to make content since I was like 15, and I'm 27 now, so that's 12 years, and it hasn't worked out. Clearly. The reason is probably me. It's my fault. There's just something I'm missing. There's a je ne sais quoi I do not have. But there's been like a shift in YouTube and content creation in general that just wasn't there 12 years ago and wasn't there when I was growing up. I also feel like I'm just making garbage. And what I mean by that is I'm making something that people don't want to watch. Now, I see YouTube as fast food. Like, people go there not necessarily to be nourished or completely enthralled or entertained. They're kind of going there for something that they expect. And I feel like I keep making things that are too different. And I like to make things that are different. I don't like to make things that everyone expects. People want a cheeseburger, and I'm throwing in a little zing that no one asked for. Like, if I were to open a coffee shop, I wouldn't just have it be a coffee shop. I'd want some kind of gimmick, something to set myself apart from the other fucking cafes. But if you open a cafe in Italy, they're expecting a cafe, and they just want the coffee to be good. And that makes sense. But then I won't want to do it. I just wouldn't want to do it. And that's how I feel about what I make. I follow formats, and I try to edit in a way that follows narrative and is visually appealing. And I try to learn these things. I try to learn packaging, the thumbnail and the title, and all of these things that fall in line with the format. But I want to bring something just a little bit more in everything that I make. But I don't think that translates to views. I don't think it translates to content creation at all. People come here expecting the 1 hour analysis video, and there's things that they want to be in there, and I feel like it's so rigid. There's not much wiggle room. You just have to do what people expect. I think there are mainstays still from like the old era where, yeah, you can still watch Markiplier. You can still watch video essayists, you can still watch White Light, you can still watch Video Game Donkey, he's been around forever. They're still there, but I feel like new and emerging people that do the same thing just can't exist. No one new can come forward. You just sort of have your mainstays. Anyone else trying to emulate them is just like a LARPer, which is why the whole LARPing thing exists now, because they're just embracing the fact that that's how it would be perceived, and that's all that they can do to get attention, is to lean into it. You can't just start doing what they're doing, because what they did was a time and place. And I'm worried that the whole video essay thing was a time and place as well. Like, it's gone. I was aware of the time when the bubble burst, as it were, and the thing that I'm trying to satirize in my videos, because it's all satire. Quite a lot of people in the comments that don't understand that it's satire, that it's all a joke. Yeah, I just don't think anyone would cares. No one can care. Back when I was watching YouTube as a kid, there was so much just stuff, and people were experimenting, obviously, but it's evolved into this homogenized corporate nonsense. Like podcasts, for example, they've evolved to a really big point now. But back when I was listening to podcasts when I was 15, you should really go back if just find a podcast you ever used to listen to, or try to find one that's old. The conversations feel like real conversations that people had back then, but now podcasts are like these laser focused interviews, and there's a format. They have insane studios. What they talk about is predetermined. They bring on really famous people and really important people, experts, that sort of thing. It's become very Hollywood. Everything's become extremely Hollywood. I feel like there's so little creative experimentation allowed anymore. Maybe it's because I'm old, and frankly, I should just look at what people that are a bit younger are watching, just to see what they're doing, because they're probably a lot more experimental and enjoying things that are experimental. But the thing I'm spoofing it's for the unks, unfortunately. So this whole idea and this whole mission it just feels dead in the water. No other way to say it, really. Or that creatively I'm just not hitting the right notes with people, and that it's kind of pointless. It feels that way. I don't know if the views necessarily reflect that. I don't know if you feel this way, the 10 people that care, and I love you guys, genuinely. So, why the Signalis video was so late. So as you may have seen on my community posts, I was moving and I successfully moved. What happened was I started a living arrangement with family, and the idea was that I would get to focus on YouTube full time because I really thought what I'm making and what I was doing had some legs. But the living arrangement fell apart within a month. And to add insult to injury, we had a family emergency in a different country, so I had to go out there for 3 weeks away from my computer. So I ended up recording the video without this equipment. I used a lavalier microphone, I used a really crappy laptop. Things were they were tough. There were things that I was planning to do. I was planning to actually be in person, but I had to make do. And I think the quality suffers, and I really don't like what I had to do to get it to where it needed to be. And now I have to move back. I have to go back to the UK. I'm going to be without my PC again, and that kind of leads us on to the future of this channel. Sorry I've been so negative, and it's not going to get any better. So just to recap, I'm not feeling particularly good about YouTube and where it is and what it represents, what it's for, and I'm not happy with what I'm doing and what I'm contributing, and I don't feel like I have the stuff. I don't have the talent, it appears, to be viral, as it were, to really reach people and to make something that people expect. And as a result, I'm contemplating ending everything here. Or I go on hiatus for an indefinite amount of time. I really don't know when I'll find my feet again, or where things will go, or whether or not I'll want to pick it up at all. But I really want to. I really love the thing that I've made so far. I love everything that I've done. I like the very idea of making video analysis videos that are pure satire. It's been so much fun, and I don't want to stop. I really don't. But I feel like I have to. So yeah, I'll let you know what my decision is in the coming months, maybe years. I don't know. I'll post something though. If anyone cares at that point, you probably won't, but yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for this journey. It's been like, it's only been like 9 months. I've only released like, what, 6 videos or something, but it has been indescribable. You know, as small as I am, I just super appreciate everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you on my next failed project.